Is it too late to start learning AI in 2026? Why do I need a program if I can just use ChatGPT for free? Is AI going to make our brains lazy? There is a big pile of money, $130 billion, coming to India for AI, but most people in India have never ever heard of it. Is this just a game of rich people? AI isn't a wall to keep people out. It's a ladder to help people climb up. You don't need $1 million to use it. It's not here to replace you. It's here to elevate you. And the best part, most AI tools today are free or cost less than your daily coffee. The real difference isn't money. It's knowing which buttons to push. A woman in a small village started using a free AI voice tool to compare prices for her handmade bags. No MBA, no big investment, just smart use of AI. Today, she earns as much as a city based store. That's the power of AI, not replacing people but unlocking potential. We trust the government with AI, but we don't know how to use it ourselves. Are we just being lazy? Most people use AI like a TV. They just watch it. We want you to be the person who builds the TV. Trusting the government is like sitting at the back of the bus. Learning AI is like learning to drive your own car. The government can make rules, but they cannot do your work for you. The helmet keeps you safe, but it doesn't teach you how to ride a bike. Rules are the helmet, AI is the bike. If a big storm comes, the government helps, but you still need to know how to fix your own roof. When you know how to use AI, you don't have to wait for someone else to give you a job. You can make your own. Most people just click buttons to see what AI says. We want you to be the one who decides what the buttons do. A person who watches TV pays for it. A person who builds the TV gets paid. A viewer asks, AI is to write a poem about a shop. A builder makes an AI that talks to every customer who visits the shop website. A viewer thinks AI is scary, but a builder uses AI to finish their work in 1 hour so they can go home early. You don't need a 4-year degree to understand AI. You just need to build something in real. Example, imagine you spend 5 days building a bot that helps a local bakery take orders automatically. Now you aren't just trusting AI, you're the boss of it. In school, you read about things. In 5 days, you actually make things. You don't have to wait for 4 years to get a job. You can start helping people next week. You can read 100 books about swimming. You can only learn when you get in the water. Businesses don't care about your degree. They care if you can fix their problems today. AI is like a hammer. You don't need a degree to learn how to hit the nail. Just need someone to show how to handle it. Don't tell people you know AI. Show them the bot you built for the bread shop down the street. People think you have to be a maths genius or a computer scientist to use AI. Is that true? You don't need to learn a robot language like C++ anymore. You can explain an idea to a friend. You can tell an AI what to build. In the olden days, you had to type numbers and symbols. Now, you just have to give the computer the instructions in plain words. You don't need to do math. The AI does the math for you. You just need to have a good plan. If you think clearly, you can build anything. The AI is just the hands that do the work for your brain. You are like a movie director. You don't need to hold camera or set the lights. You just need to tell the crew exactly what the scene should look like. With tools like vibe coding, the computer listens to the vibe of your request and builds the website or app instantly. You don't have to worry about missing a semicolon or a bracket. If the AI does understand, you just explain in a different way. Some people say prompting is just a fad that will go away. Is it a real skill or are we just wasting time? Remember, when people thought Googling was a special skill, now everyone does it. Prompting is the same. It's a new way we talk to machines to get the things done. If you can describe a problem clearly, you can solve it with AI. That isn't a fad. That is a brand new superpower of your brain. AI is like a very fast worker who is also a bit literal. If you give a bad instructions, you get a bad result. Learning how to give perfect instructions is the skill that gets you paid. As AI gets smarter, it will understand us even better. But the person who knows what to ask for will always be the leader. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know how to snap the pieces. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know how to snap the pieces together to build enough. In the olden days, you had to make every brick by hand. Now the bricks are ready. You just have to decide where they go. You don't need to type 1,000 lines of code. You just describe the vibe or the feeling you want. When you say, make me a website for my shop with a green background, the computer does the heavy lifting of writing the code. The computer can't feel what looks good. You are the one who decides if the green is too dark or if the picture of the ferns look just right. What used to take a web designer 3 weeks now takes you minutes. You are now a designer and a builder all at once. Don't worry about the math behind the AI. Focus on the problems you can solve for people using these Lego blocks. India used to be the best because our workers were cheap, but now AI is even cheaper. Engineers are sad because robots can do their work in seconds. What should they do now? Do they learn more math, or is there a different way to win? In the olden days, you had to play every instrument yourself. Now AI is like a band that is ready to play for you. One person used to do one job. Now, one leader with AI can do the work of a whole team. You stop being the worker who does the same thing every day. You become the boss who watches the whole show. If a computer can do your job in 2 seconds, that job was like a robot's job. You are a human. You were made for bigger things. Let the AI do the repetitive stuff like sorting lists or copying data. That is what machines are made for. When the boring work is gone, your brain is free to solve problems that a computer can't understand. Humans get tired and sad doing boring tasks. AI never gets bored. Let the AI have the boring work so you can have the fun work. Using a tool like N8N is like building a tiny mail delivery robot. You tell it once and it does it forever. When the robot sends the emails, you spend your time actually talking to the people who write at the back. Feeding the AI. Most AI sounds like it lives in America. We teach you how to feed it to your own local stories and words. This is called RAG. If you give the AI your own notes and books, it will start to talk like you, not like a stranger. Example: if you are a teacher in Hyderabad, you can give the AI your own lesson plans. Now, when the AI helps a student, it uses your examples, your style, and not a generic American style. A lot of people play with ChatGPT for fun, but they aren't making any money. Why is there a gap between playing and earning? Can regular people like a nurse or a plumber actually use this to make more money? Asking ChatGPT to write a funny poem is like playing with a toy, but nobody will pay you for it. Using AI to fix a broken business is like using a power tool. When you fix something that is broken, people are happy to pay you. A toy is for me, a tool is for them. To make money, you have to look at what other people are struggling with. Real income doesn't come from chatting, it comes from building a system that works even when you aren't there. If you try to sell AI, people will say no. But if you try to sell help, people will say yes. When you go to a doctor, you don't care what brand of stethoscope they use. You just want to feel better. Customers just want their problems to go away. Money is just a way for people to say, thank you for fixing my problem. To be a pro, stop talking about how AI is. Start asking, what part of your job do you hate doing the most? We want to be ahead of everybody else and make money. But what about AI helping us become better humans? AI is like a robot that loves doing the dishes and folding the laundry. It takes away the must do tasks so you can do the want to do tasks. When you aren't busy typing on a screen or looking at a list, you can actually look at the person in front of you. AI gives you back our humanity. It tells us, be friends, parents, and helpers. Again, instead of AI gives us back our humanity. AI gives us back our humanity. It lets us be friends, parents, and helpers. Again, instead of just data entry workers. In the olden days, doctors spent half the visit looking at the computer screen to write notes. They were present, but they weren't really there. Now the AI listens and writes the medical notes perfectly. The doctor doesn't have to touch the keyboard once because the hands are free. The doctor can see if the patient is worried or sad. They can hold a hand or give a smile. Medicine is about more than just a pills. Isn't just about the feeling cared for. AI handles the data so doctors can provide the care. Does AI help a kid in a small village or does it help the people in big cities? Usually, new tech is only for people with fancy computers. AI is different. It works on a simple phone for everyone. You don't need to be a millionaire or have a smart assistant. Now, a student in a small village has the same tutor as a student in a big city. A ladder doesn't lift you up for free. You still have to climb. But AI makes the climb much easier for people who started at the bottom. In the past, information was a secret kept by a few. Now, anyone with a phone can know almost everything. Many smart people didn't get to go to school to learn how to type or read fast. They shouldn't stop them from being successful. Many smart people didn't get to go to school to learn how to type or read fast. That shouldn't stop them from being successful. If you can speak, you can use AI. You shouldn't have to learn English to talk to a computer. We are making AI that understands your mother tongue. For a long time, farmers had to trust whatever price they were told by a middleman. Now they have the truth in their pocket. A farmer doesn't have to travel to the city to ask about seeds or weather. They just ask for their phone while standing in the dirt. When a farmer knows the price of rice is higher in the next town, they make more money for their family. Information used to be mess of papers and big words. Now, the AI just tells the farmer exactly what they need to know in a clear voice. Don't use AI to build a wall around yourself. Use it to build a ladder for your whole community. Is it too late to start learning AI in 2026? Most people are still confused. If you start today, you are actually ahead of almost everyone. In just 5 days, you can go from knowing nothing to building your own project. Example: learning AI today is like being the first person in your neighborhood to get a smartphone. You become the expert that everyone else asks for help. It feels like everyone knows AI, but that's a myth. Most people are just as confused as you are, while others wait for someone to teach them. The longer you wait, the bigger the gap becomes. Starting now means you don't have to catch up later. Don't spend years reading books. Spend 5 days building one real thing that actually works. AI isn't hard once you see how the pieces fit. Usually, it only takes a few days for your brain to click and understand it. On Monday, you might not know what is a prompt. By Friday, you can give a bot that helps you to do your own homework or your job. Remember when the first person in your family got a smartphone, everyone wanted them to learn how to use it. That can be you with AI. When you learn AI, you become that person who fixes problems for your friends, your family, and even your boss. People value those who understand the future. Being the first to get it means you become the person everyone wants to hire. Getting a smartphone changed how we lived. Learning AI is the same. It gives you a new superpower that makes life easier for everyone around you. Why do I need a program if I can just use ChatGPT for free? ChatGPT is fun to talk, like a toy, but a program teaches you how to use AI like a power tool to build a business. Talking to AI is easy. Making AI work for you while you sleep is the real secret. Example: it is the difference between knowing how to eat a meal using ChatGPT and knowing how to run a whole restaurant mastery. A toy is just for passing time. A power tool is for building a house that lasts. You don't just want to ask questions, you want to learn how to connect AI to your email, your website, and your bank. Anyone can chat. Only a professional knows how to make the AI follow a strict set of rules to get your work done. If you just chat, that work stops when you close your laptop. If you build, AI keeps working when you are even in the bed. Making AI work for you is like having a staff of 100 people who never need a break and never get tired. We teach you how to tell the AI, when this happens, do that. Then tell me about it. This is how you win. The real goal isn't to talk to AI all day. The goal is to set up once so it handles the boring stuff for you forever. What if someone isn't good at English or typing? AI is getting very good at understanding different languages. You can just speak to it. You don't need to be fast typer. If you can explain an idea out loud, the AI can do the rest. Example, if you can tell the AI in your own language, help me write a professional letter, and it will turn your spoken words into perfect business note. Talking to AI should feel like talking to your neighbor. You don't need fancy words. You just need to say what you need. Now, a person speaks Telugu or Hindi can use the same powerful tools as someone in New York or London. If you can describe your dream out loud, the AI can start building the bricks for you. You don't have to waste time looking for keys or worrying about spelling. The AI fixes it all. Sometimes the best ideas can come when we talk. AI captures those spoken ideas and turns them into real work. You can say, "Tell my boss I'm sick, but I'll finish the report tomorrow." And the AI turns it into a very polite, formal email. Many people are afraid to write business letters because they worry about making mistakes. AI takes their fear away. Don't change how you speak for the computer. Make the computer learn how to speak like you. Is AI going to make our brains lazy? AI doesn't think for you, it thinks with you. It's like a bicycle for your mind. You still have to decide what to build. AI just does the heavy lifting. Example, a calculator doesn't make us forget math. It just helps us solve much bigger problems, like how to send rockets into space. AI isn't a replacement for your brain, it's a power up. It doesn't take away your thinking, it gives your thinking more strength. Think of a bicycle, it doesn't walk for you. You still have to pedal it, but every time you move your legs, you go 5 times faster than before. You provide the goal, the destination, and the AI provides the speed, the engine. Using AI actually makes you smarter because you have to learn how to give perfect instructions to get a perfect result. Before the calculator, people spent all day doing the math on a paper. Once we got calculators, we used that extra time to figure out how to send rockets into space. We didn't stop learning math. We just stopped doing the slow math so we could do the fast math. Just like the calculator changed how we use numbers, AI is changing how we use words and ideas. When the easy stuff is done by the machine, humans are free to more inventive than ever before. The AI doesn't tell lies about my business. You can give the AI a rule book filled with your own facts. This is called RAG. When the AI only looks at your rule book, it won't make up strange stories or sound like a stranger. Example, if you give the AI your shop's price list. Now, if you are a customer, ask for a price, the AI only says what is in your book. It won't give the fake discount. AI is like a smart person with a big brain. RAG is like giving that person a specific library book to read. Without a rulebook, AI tries to guess the answer. With a rulebook, it only tells the truth you give it. You get to decide what the AI knows and what it stays quiet about. You can tell the AI if the answer isn't in this book. Just say you don't know. This stops the AI from acting like a creative writer and makes it like a trusted employee. If your book says the cake is rupees 500, the AI will never say it is 400 just to be nice. Your AI becomes a guard for your business. It protects your prices and your rules. Sometimes AI hallucinates. RAG is a medicine that stops those hallucinations. If you change your prices, you just change one page in your rule book and the AI learns it instantly. This is how you move from a fun chatbot to a serious business tool that customers can trust. This is Nate Jaredi signing off.